Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
From A to B.
Second Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 182. I'm your host that just woke up from a nap and woke up delusional. This is Robert D. And I'm here with my co-hosts. Bobby, say hello.
Hello. I had to call, text, and instant message Robert D. in order to wake him from his slumber, from his Brooklyn wife beater, tighty whitey slumber.
Sweating.
No, I just woke up like, huh! And I'm like, something's off because nobody's home. The sun's still out. It's 7:40, and I'm like, what's going on? I know I'm supposed to be doing something, and I couldn't remember. And I was like, think!
When you wake up from a nap like that, do you wake up screaming, I'm that kid from Brooklyn? Like that.
Wow.
You ever seen that old man that old man that was on YouTube? I think he's dead now. They would have those videos about like Quaaludes and eating steak and shit. He's like, I'm that kid from Brooklyn. Ah!
Speaking of Quaaludes and steak, Greg from Mercy, say hello.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you? Quaaludes and steak are kind of my signature.
Crunchy.
Like literally on TFW, that's my signature. Quaaludes and steak.
And coming up behind him, we have Matthew Baldwin.
Hey there, everybody. All right.
Speaking of short hellos, Justin.
Hi.
Okie dokie. So let's move along to what did we get, huh, Matthew? What did you get, sir?
Absolutely nothing. I sold stuff,
What
but
did
I
you
didn't
sell?
get anything. I finally sold some Marvel Legends via Build-A-Figure stuff, and I sold that Generations scrapper. So
Good. You're not fucking building that gravity builder anyway.
no. So it was good to get out.
You seem to have started second guessing your life decisions just because you sold a figure.
Yeah, I mean, I look at some of the stuff now, and I'm just like, I don't need it. And especially if Takara comes out with something, I'll definitely get rid of it. So, yeah.
You're like Moana.
What?
You're like Moana for Transformers.
I don't even know what that means. What's the question?
Okay. Bobby, did you get anything or have an opportunity to put your hands on something?
I did indeed. I finally got Fanstoys Phoenix.
Yay!
Well, good.
And I have him on the shelf, and he looks fucking awesome.
Good.
I'm happy as a clam.
Was that an overwhelming box though? Because you're like, I already played with this toy.
No, because for me, there's there's something. I got this drive to finish off that 84 season 1 Autobot shelf. With each passing moment, I getting closer and closer. And now all I need is a Trailbreaker and a Cliff Jumper, I think.
Well, clearly you need the Ace Toys Cliff Jumper. Best Cliff Jumper ever made.
I think Ace Toys needs to relax.
Just put some Scotch tape on the feet, keep them wrapped around, and you'll be all right.
You need more than Scotch tape, that's for sure.
And I got KFC King Gorilla, which is fine.
What? Like own it? Got it?
Yeah, bought it. Bought it from Manolo. Shout out to Manolo. I figured I owed him at least one purchase, man. He's always sending me stuff, and I'm always sending it right back. Nope.
We'll see on the cafe later.
I was like, man, let me buy this one from you, man. Come on. Because I even said, I was like, look, I'll buy that from you, and he was like, come on. He was like, let me send it to you, and if you don't like it, you can send it back. I was like, man, I've been doing that to you way too many times. Let me get this one. He's a good man.
It'll be $100 on the cafe. Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna get somebody to send you the 17 batteries for it?
No.
Or are you gonna buy those too?
No, I'm not.
One in the gun, one in the head, one in the cockpit, one in the foot.
And I got the opportunity to take a look at Planet X Jupiter, the Optimus Prime. It was pretty good. A couple little quirks in the road there, little bumps in the road, I guess, but it's fine. It's better than fine, but it's not quite as good as I've seen them make before. And I got SH Figuarts Padme, which is the one I was looking most forward to, and it did arrive.
How was all round face doing?
She's good. She's not perfect, and if she was a regular release, she would have been like a fucking money figure, but as like a Hamachi Web exclusive, she's kind of fine. Also,
yeah, not one of those.
Hamachi Nations.
Would you say?
Pay attention.
Oh, I was gonna say, I definitely don't think she's a $120 figure. Looking at her,
no, not at all.
You know who I do think's a $120 figure? That Qui-Gon they got coming out.
Yeah. Also,
I might know where to get one here pretty soon. Just saying.
She's not as good as the Anakin. Like, having looked at them back to back, she's not as good as the Anakin. She's good, but she's got a couple issues that Anakin doesn't have, and like the dot matrix paint isn't as sharp as Anakin's, and there's just a couple things that are just a little strange.
So she's not Grandma's boy material.
No, not quite.
Did the Anakin come with sand, by chance?
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's it.
Greg.
Yo.
What did you get, sir?
I didn't get any of the shit y'all got. I got the BB7 Takara painted Sunstorm, and it's a BB7 product. It is better than the Takara. Which ironically, I just got about a month and a half ago. I've been wanting it ever since I went to Bobby's house for Skullfest and saw his, and couldn't figure out how to fit it in my backpack. And I finally got one, and it was flopping out of the box. I'm like, dude, sent me a knockoff. And I'm like, oh wait, no, it's Takara. But I got the BB7 one, and it's fucking great. I just have to put the fucking faction symbols on it, which is always a pain in the ass because it's hard to get them straight on a Seeker. But it's good. And I got Black Series Lando Calrissian.
Yay!
I saw him in GameStop. I was gonna hold out, but I saw him at GameStop, and I just worked. I just got off work and I made some extra money. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy him.
Colt 45.
Yeah, he's kind of. Do you have him, Bobby?
Lando? Yeah, you got Lando.
Yeah, I got the Lando. I wanted a soft goods cape for him, but I got him.
Yeah, I want a soft goods cape for him too. Even though it surprisingly works with Lando poses. Like,
yes, that is. It is made specifically for like the handful of Lando poses. I agree.
His skin tone on his head doesn't match the skin tone on the body, and the skin tone on the body doesn't quite match the skin tone on the hands. But being the first black Star Wars figure ever, I mean, I'm guessing they're gonna.
Does he got that Lisa Turtle syndrome?
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Saved by the Bell.
I know who Lisa Turtle is.
So
he got that last.
That syndrome.
Does does the Hot Toys version have like real hair on his face? Like a real mustache? Shit.
They haven't made a Lando yet.
They should.
They need to though.
I agree.
I can get him when I get my Cogman.
Justin. Rescue Bots?
All right. Go ahead and pour yourself some shots.
No, back the fuck up.
Because I splurged this week and got not a goddamn thing. But take that shot anyway because you might as well.
Shocker. Okay, glad that you asked.
Hey, what did you get, Robert D?
Well, let's see what came in since I get to be the first, but I'm going to preemptively say Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee.
Wow, you added an extra level of fucking.
Yeah, I did.
Yep, I got him in. Yay!
Really figuring.
He's good. You know, that reviewer was saying that, they made everybody get, click their orders at the last minute.
I know. That makes me mad.
Metal flecked paint. It's plastic. There's like, look, you only notice it in alt mode. You don't notice it in bot mode. Bot mode's where he shines, but there's no fucking, it's not all painted, and the paints don't match. Like, I don't even notice this shit. I had to put on my Bobby goggles, you know, and they come with like a fucking glass of wine when you put those goggles on. But I had to put on my Bobby goggles and be like, these yellows don't match. Oh, look at that, a smudge. You know, but I'm not the kind of person who gives a fuck normally.
You run that motherfucker down to Sherwin-Williams, like hold him up against the paint swatches.
Well, Bobby doesn't do that. Bobby just like feels it. He could just feel it. You know, holds his hand out over it. Doesn't have to.
They never match the yellows on.
Dude, I had too much because Cape Cod John came down from Massachusetts this weekend. He was hanging out with Adam, but he stopped by here.
So many names for people.
And I had one too many. I had one too many on Saturday night. I was a little under the weather. A little under the weather Sunday morning.
You lost it?
Lost a little bit of yeah, I lost it. I tossed my cookies.
Were you going?
Tossed it?
It's coming.
But Matt, you sound mad far away from the mic.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
I was about to ask if Matt was still in the same conversation.
I'm on the other side watching TV. I'm sorry.
Did you say I'm on the other side watching TV?
I just won too many. I've lost a little bit of weight recently, and
good for you.
And I haven't drank in a while. And the combination of the two, I was like I'm usually I know my limit with wine. Like I'm 3 glasses, like 2 glasses for a buzz, like 2 to chill, 3 to spill. If you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
4 glasses, and I always am not right the next day, and I was especially not right that particular day. And I still try to shoot the review for Planet X Jupiter, and I even talk about it in the review because I got about halfway, and I was like, nope, I can't do this. I kept every time I had to manipulate those little pieces, I was like, I gotta go. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, if you threw up on camera, that would have been awesome. That would have been your fucking skit. And you puke with the mask still on.
I was on my knees on the toilet, and I was like, and it always happens to me, dude. Like I always shit, and then I gotta puke. So I put my face right in the toilet. I just shit in. And
you're supposed to flush, dude.
Of course I flush, but it's still like, you know what I mean? It's still powerful. So like my face is in there. Like the smell of the shit is making me nauseous. Let alone the fucking puke that's coming out. And like all I was thinking about while I was puking was I had like a really loud puke, and I was like, fuck, I wish I had recorded that. Like I could have used it for something, like Shattercast or a review or Nerd Rage or something. But I mean, it was one of those like, it was bad.
What was it sound like?
You're making me nauseous.
Yeah, it was rough. And then I just went over and sat on the chair and like wrapped myself in a blanket, and I woke up 2 hours early, and then I had to go to a buddy of mine's retirement party, and it was then the day was just.
Did your wife look at you and say pussy?
That's why there was no Transformers review on Monday, because I didn't have it in me.
Can't hold your cab. Pussy.
That's funny.
Oh my god. Fucking get sick on wine. 3 glasses and he loses it.
Man, I feel like an old man.
4, not 3, 4.
4. Oh man, go to a wine tasting. That's like crazy town. All right, so let's move it along. So I guess we're jumping into movie show news. We still have that?
Different movie.
Until next Bumblebee comes out.
Bumblebee, can't we get a break? Oh, come on. Bumblebee spinoff tease.
And I know that Michael Bay has nothing to do with it, but he's still the picture. So
yeah,
as long as it is still this universe, it's always Michael Bay's fault.
So what is this with Transformers: The Last Night now out in theaters in most places around the world?
I don't need a rose. Come here. Say goodnight to Shattercast.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah. All right.
So Bumblebee spinoff is set to be released next June, and is expected to start filming next May. No, just kidding. Filming this August, it's going to be released in June. All right. It's the story of a 18-year-old girl who, through a series of events, she and Bumblebee find each other, and they make each other.
Isn't that fucking Shia
I don't know if I'm doing this, ladies and gents. I don't know if I'm doing the spinoffs.
Well, hold up. Isn't that what the story with the Shia LaBeouf?
Mm-hmm.
He found Bumblebee. And now they just replace him with a girl?
Found Bumblebee.
Right.
I mean, they've been out of ideas for quite some time. You know what I mean?
It's a more intimate movie.
This shit. Come on.
My question is, who are going to be these Decepticons that attack? And where are we going to see this VW bug? It's probably going to, like, drive by in the background.
It's gonna be a blackout.
What Decepticons will we use? Because Megatron's out of commission. So
This was in the 80s, though. Oh,
yeah. Oh, are they going to use like G2 Decepticons?
Well, when was he frozen? When was Megatron frozen?
1976.
1843.
Yeah, not that Megatron.
Actually, you know what? They can just have him in it. They can just have him in it.
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter, does it?
fucking have a minute, man.
It doesn't matter.
No, I want to see some G2 like 80s colored fucking.
Just put him in there.
No, I want to see Straxus and his band of merry men. Like, what were those Dayglow fucking European jets? The ones that were in Last Stand of the Wreckers, the Predator jets. The ones that are like purple and blue and bright green and yellow and
the
shit.
Predators, yeah.
Yeah, I want those.
You might even see a VW Bug. You know.
Oh, it's working on mobile, Justin. Just by the way.
Cool.
I don't know. Where it's saying it's a little bit like Iron Giant, which I worked on many years ago. It's a smaller story, but still about larger issues. You might only have B in it. You might just have Bumblebee in it.
No.
Dude, let's just deal with her problems. Like, she's got to get into college.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she got to get a boyfriend.
She's having some trouble with
20
at school.
Statutory rape thing. They got to throw that thing in too.
All right, you know.
Facts. Okay. Well, it was. They had the law in Texas that. Okay.
That's true.
Romeo and Juliet.
That I read that article you posted, Greg, in the chat.
Which one? The one from Gizmodo. Yeah, I love those.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, they do one every one. They've done one, I think, for the last 3 movies.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Really well done.
I don't know. I'm really not interested in this movie.
Object permanence.
Yes, object permanence. Like it's real shit, man. Like I love. You can see it with your kids. Like Leia's just starting to get it when like something drops on the floor and she's not like she doesn't think it just disappeared into the abyss. She's
all
like,
right. I need to chill the fuck out. I just said that and my fucking Xbox just turned on.
Ooh.
So
question is, how many times I'm gonna see
Paramount's listening to me through my fucking Xbox.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. There's some shit like that. Like we did an experiment at work where we talked about like we just put all of our phones out and we just talked about pool cleaning supplies for 20 minutes. And then we went through our Facebook feed and shit, and like it was cleaning supply advertisements throughout it.
Yep. I just posted a picture. TV's off. Xbox just turned on.
Holy shit.
That happens around here too. Like, I mean, like not only does Google always have like suggestions for anything we were just talking about, but like we have like one of those Amazon like echoes, and it just will be like randomly like nobody's talking or anything. It's just like, sorry, I don't understand what you were asking. And I'm like, nobody was asking anything. Complete silence right now.
And I was talking to Adam, like we had a discussion on Nerd Rage about open carry versus concealed carry and stuff like that. And then I went on my Instagram, and one of the sponsored advertisements on there was for concealed holsters.
Mm-hmm.
And like that shit is never in my Instagram feed. It's always just ass and toys.
Speaking of ass, one time I farted so loud my wife jumped on the floor and thought it was thunder.
Dude, sometimes you fart on this podcast and I think it's thunder.
True that, homie.
Alrighty.
Breaking news tonight.
Speaking of breaking news, color test shot images of Fanstoys Koot.
This was the talk of the town yesterday.
Speaking of hearing things, they listened to people's complaints apparently, and now he has an opaque windshield.
Good on them.
Looks good.
Still got that guy.
Everybody's complaining about the height of him. So that was the talk.
Yes, that was the drama.
What's the? Let me try to find out what people are. He's too short.
Yes, and they posted that Sunbow chart, I think, 1 million times.
Oh, I saw that.
On one thread.
Can we get that
one thread.
One more time.
Yeah, I just want to see that. I want to see the Sunbow chart one more time, please.
How does he fit in with that? Too short?
Yeah, he's too short, and they said he sucks balls.
He didn't look too short. The one time I saw the Sunbow chart in that thread, he looked to be spot on. I don't get it.
Which Sunbow chart were you looking at? specific here. We got a specific, not Pacific.
Relative to Hot Rod, it seemed to be spot on.
No, you got to measure him up to Ultra Magnus because he's 3 times the size of him. So you have to measure him up to him.
They had to pretend Ultra Magnus was a combiner.
So he should be the same height as Hot Rod, and he should come up to about almost the top of the flames on Rodimus.
Well, he's half a head taller than Hot Rod in the Sunbow chart. I remember that.
Yeah, he's a little short.
Yeah, he's not very tall. Like, I mean, this picture here looks like he's just fine to me. Like, he's about the same size as Perceptor. Like, I don't
you can be wrong too, Justin. I mean, I'm just telling you, man.
Yeah, he's about a half head shorter than Perceptor. Are you looking at the one where they swapped out the Hot Rod for the Rodimus by chance?
No.
No, I want to get to that picture because I got a question.
So like, and then also according to this, like Ultra Magnus is too tall, right?
No, you could be wrong about that too.
Oh well, according to the Sunbow scale chart that I'm looking at,
on the Sunbow scale chart, Hot Rod is his wings are supposed to be a lot higher than they are in the toy. So I mean, I think it throws it all off.
Yeah.
Sunbow scale chart.
I'd rather him scale. Would you guys rather him scale with Rodimus or Hot Rod?
Rodimus.
Really? I'd rather Hot Rod.
Yeah, I think I'd rather Hot Rod too.
But I guess I really don't give a shit. I just want him to look good. I mean, like I would like when I looked at this, my first impression was he seems aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? But I don't really care. He looks the part, and if I just separate him a bit, I can work some magic.
So that picture of him with Hot Rod, well, you can't really see it because his arm's covering up. So let's go to the vehicle mode comparisons with Hot Rod, the Rodimus, whatever, the masterpiece. It's got the Autobot logo. That one with the arms straight out with Rodimus and Perceptor, it's got the Autobot logo. But then the next one, Autobot logo. But then when they do the group shot, they scrub the Autobot logo off Ultra Magnus and off a Masterpiece Rodimus Prime. Like, what's the...
Oh,
that's interesting. Wonder why.
I don't know. Also, he doesn't look like he has a fucking waist swivel to me. And Delajang said that he has one in the comments because people are like, don't like he has one. And everybody's like, oh, he's got one, he's got one, he's got one. It kind of looks like you can see part of it in picture number 3. But I don't see how the fuck he has a waist swivel. And if he does, it's bumping up against that little fucking thing, like just a fraction of a hair.
Oh, what if it's at his chest?
Well, I was thinking that, or what if the whole thing rotates around the abdomen piece, but I can't really tell.
I hope the whole thing doesn't rotate. Like, are you saying like the belt rotates too?
No. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Look at picture Koot 1. Where he's standing straight up and down. You see how there's kind of a gap on that on his right, our left?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if that's where the swivel is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, do you see that picture where with Rodimus is shooting, has both his hands up and Perceptor's on the other side, and he's in the middle, and he's just got his legs out, spread out like that, but the waist is not turned at all.
That's what I was going to say. Why wouldn't they utilize that in any of the pictures?
Yeah, because they could have used that for a waist swivel right there. I mean, a picture of a waist swivel. Because I mean, you could tell with the belt, it doesn't come all the way. You got the side flaps, so that belt doesn't move. Or I guess,
but I'll tell you, I would prefer if it was at the chest.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I think right above his abs. I mean, I'm sorry, right above his abs. You're talking about?
Yeah, like if it was like if it acted more like a diaphragm joint, like that's where I would prefer most of the swivels really be anyway.
The chest itself, I gotta say, with whatever they put on it or the color, I guess. I hope that's a fine. Well, I hope the color looks a little bit better than that. Like it just kind of looks boring, but at least the gap is not as bad. With this, whatever they did to it.
Oh yeah. Looks like the kid rushed it a little bit on the paint job.
If you look at the picture where it's the opaque chest with the arrow and then the detailed chest, that's a side shot there next to it can't be at the chest because there's all that shit. It looks like it folds up. That chest is really just like a panel.
Yeah, I'm with you, Robert. I don't see how that's going to be
that's no joint there, man.
Now,
I don't think that's a waist swivel.
I don't like how there's a fucking those two tabs right in front of his fucking face. And I think the face.
I just noticed that.
I get that face, but that's his like chubber-rudden young punk face. But instead of the stupid Saigar, which has nothing to do with G1, they should have given him like a more neutral, like less crotchety face, and just done away with that Saigar shit.
I don't know. I like the Saigar face.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having the option for both personally.
Yeah, I like. I wouldn't mind if they had a third one that was more neutral, but I like these two as well.
You think he ever bumps that Saigar on those two tabs that are right there? God, I can't even see that shit now.
No, see it, man. You ruined the whole figure for me now.
Yeah.
Should he have had a smirk or something? Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. They're like some sort of like a story. He's talking like, I remember the dry bats on blah 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 blah.
Oh
face.
yeah, and those two tabs, yeah. Fuck. He's just staring at him now. His lips are just kissing him.
I don't see the thing that concerns me more is that I don't see a whole lot of paint here.
Oh, I can see it. You just gotta look for where they went out of the lines. So like all that fucking light color.
I feel like old school. I feel like the green on the legs would have been painted in typical Fanstoys fashion, like the dark green. Like I feel like that's not painted.
It may not be done though. I mean.
Yeah, or because it looks like the green, because that shit's probably molded in that color. Hold on, let me make it big.
The knees is painted, and that little spot in the knees is painted silver, and then you might got that orange on the bottom, or is that red maybe?
Yeah, it's red.
It looks like the shoulders might be painted because it's got that dull kind of reflection of the light. But because you can see the paint, because there's overspray, and no, never mind. I take that back because it's the light color that's painted because you see the overspray by the elbow.
I think that light blue on the chest, on the that covers the tires and his front. I think that looks painted. The lighter blue.
Do you like the lighter blue over the tires there? Like, I don't know if I care for that necessarily. Like
the lighter blue over the tires.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, in the alt mode, I'm not crazy about it, but I do like how it looks in the robot mode.
Yeah, okay, so that translates to like okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, that's his. That's what I said. That looks painted. I think that in his chest, that little spot in the chest is painted. I think.
Dude, does anybody else think it's funny that they used this fucking wheelie?
I do.
Oh, is that the X-Trans bus?
No, it's that other one.
They flat out won't use the X-Trans butts one.
Oh, is this iGear?
No, it's like that. Like it's like that other company is
Wonder
like
something.
Before and after.
No, it's like you wouldn't know the name.
That's like old school third.
Yeah, it's like old school third party.
That's just like 2003.
It was called. His name was Wheelie Survivalist.
Yep.
Survive what?
Well, he's still kicking around in pictures.
You still have him, Bobby?
I think so. I don't think I could ever get rid of him.
You probably
Island of Misfits.
I still think it's funny that they're using the Masterpiece Rodimus. Masterpiece Hot Rod.
I found that a little surprising too, considering that they say theirs is still coming. But
or they could use the DX9 carry.
They consistently use that Masterpiece Rodimus and then that wheelie consistently with their movie bots, with their Springer and this one. They've been doing it for, I mean, the better part of a year.
Look at Perceptor's bottom lip, man.
God, I hate that Takara Rodimus. I mean, Hot Rod. Like, I hate the fucking hip flap on that bitch. I fucking hate it.
I hate that, and I hate the little thing that like swings down, like to make the orange go like over the collarbone. Like the fact that is red between there really bothers me.
Oh man, did this segment just turn into a TFW thread?
No, so much
We're just gonna start talking shit about Taylor all of a sudden.
I'm just going through these pictures and just like that fucking hip flap it's like smacking me in the face, so to speak.
No, that's what this thread is. If you actually had actually read the comments in this thread, people start pointing out too many faults with Koot, and all of a sudden they're like, "Well, what if Takara ever?" And it turns into fucking 3 pages of Takara shit talking.
At least Hot Rod has a waist swivel.
It's like arguing with a Trump supporter, and they bring up Obama.
And he has snap crunch.
You know that ab crunch on mine is like a super weak point. Like my hot rod just kind of flops around on that ab crunch.
You flopping around on your ab crunch.
Oh, hold on. I gotta take my damn shirt off now. We're throwing down.
Oh,
shit. My MMC shirt breaker. I mean, fuck third part. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm picking this up.
How much is this guy? $80?
80. Yeah, I think $79.99.
That's not bad. It's worth a gamble. To get a cup, I think.
They've been pretty moderately priced, with the exception of that Omega Supreme. I did have somebody contact me this week.
You're gonna need to relax.
No, I know. I'm sorry. It just dawned on me when we were talking about it. I can't mention too much about it. He asked me not to, but he did say to mention, keep in mind with cost that DX9 / Unique Toys have their own factory and Fanstoys does not.
Fuck Fanstoys.
Fanstoys.
Oh wait.
Dude, should have did that as soon as the shit was mentioned.
Now that you say that, I think I'm back in on the Fanstoys one, knowing they don't have their own factory. There's poor children begging on the streets of China for someone to produce their fucking toy. I'm back in on that.
Gotta buy their cigarette.
Their prices are going to be substantially higher, which I didn't even think about. It's a good point.
Passive savings on the consumer DX9.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, by all means. I mean,
I don't know. The prices are so close.
I wish DX9 would lower it another $100.
Fuck yeah.
Or you could argue that the DX9 could afford to offer you more. I guess they do with little lights and stuff, but
lights and sirens.
DX9's not the one that's in the business of lowering prices, though.
Speaking of unique toys, toys.
I still think I'm in for the Fanstoys one either way, but
yeah, I think everybody is. Yeah,
I'm in both. Fuck.
Awesome. But speaking of taking a pass, unique toys, Bruticus test shots.
Dude, I think these look good. I mean, but you know what's funny, man, is like when I saw these, like I'm in for these. I'm excited about these. Like no matter how much people try to put me in this packet, like, but you're getting the Zeta, you have to hate these.
Yeah. Look at the foot, man.
The foot looks fucking stupid. But like,
okay, hang on. Before you go on the foot, I think they're showing that there's two options for the feet there, because if you actually look at the G1 cartoon, he has the like thruster foot.
Oh,
yeah, but he has little dicks on his knees too.
Well, I didn't look that far.
Them are landing
I'm just
gear.
saying about
I don't know
the
what
foot,
you're talking about.
usually when someone's talking about their feet, they're not talking about knees, though. So just offering
Call
that
them
up
dick
there, that I
knees.
think they're showing it's going to have the option of either a regular foot or the thruster foot.
What?
But I will say that I think that these, like, I don't think that the Vortex and the Swindle, the Vortex and the Blast Off look as good as the Brawl and the Swindle.
True that, homie.
Yeah, and I think the Onslaught looks terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, I want to see color. Justin, you are 100% right, by the way, because the Zeta went with the little thruster foot, and nobody batted an eye.
Well, it's just to have a regular foot. And then
Yeah, it's not the thruster foot; it's the mismatch.
If there
Well,
is
yeah,
a
they're showing an option, yeah.
If there
Well,
is
hopefully.
a mismatch on these feet, then like that's ridiculous. But if it's simply showing that, hey, here's your two options of feet. If you want something that looks more foot-like, here you go. If you want something that's more thruster-like the cartoon, here you go.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I think that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
it's unique toys. You know this mushroom pack.
Yep.
This is basically an upsized classics figure. You know. That's the thing that worries me about him. Like, I watched P.L.'s video, and I could feel that plastic texture, which is fine. But like, I could feel the plastic texture, and I could just feel it in my hand, like a little bit taller than one of those Abominus figures. Like, I just knew what it was going to be.
Yep. My only beef with these is Onslaught. I think he looks hard. Like, I wish that the Zeta toys were the same size as these guys, because then I would buy 2 Zeta toy Onslaughts and then these 4 bots.
Oh, did you guys click on the next link yet?
Yes, I've been looking at both. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you can see that it's obviously not mismatched feet. If you look at the picture there, it shows them with both the regular feet.
Oh, look at that, Justin! You go, girl.
Justin, you're so smart.
I actually didn't even look at the second link. I just figured that
You're
out.
just that good.
So
Justin,
intuitive.
you so smart.
And I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go thruster feet.
You should.
Just
You
for
play
the
those
man.
thruster
just for
things.
the G1 novelty of it.
Well,
Fuck
shouldn't he
G1.
have fucking pie server hands too then?
What was
Shouldn't
the
they give you
question?
pie server hand option?
Why's the guy throw pies?
Dude, those were the worst. Those were the absolute worst. Oh my god.
No, but he should have them.
No, not that G1.
I
Never
don't get
that
it.
G1, dude.
Wait, do you guys like this onslaught? I like this onslaught.
I do not like this onslaught. I like the other four. I just don't feel like this onslaught fits.
Hold on.
Can there
Look up
be
G1
something to G1?
It seems like Onslaught, Vortex, and Blast Off are from one set, and Swindle and Brawl are from another set.
I don't say that, but okay.
Like
well, they're gray, man.
That's why I
Matt,
don't say that.
You don't think that the Brawl and the Swindle look very G1 cartoon, and the other three look a little stylized? Oh, a lot stylized.
I think they were photoshopped into this picture.
Okay, even if that were the case, which I don't think.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see what you're saying. They kind of look a lot of not a lot of detail in them, and they look a little bland to the other three. But yeah, I can see what you're
Yes,
talking about.
exactly. Yes, totally agree.
See, I think there's two. Wait, which ones look bland?
The
Swindle and Brawl. Because look at Vortex
Yeah.
legs and stuff. I mean, it's got a lot of detail in there. It looks like Brawl and Swindle don't have anything hardly.
And all that shit he's got, Onslaught's got going on from the knee down.
Yeah, Onslaught's got a lot of shit going on.
And I like how slavish, because they were the Brawl and Swindle were so G1.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think they were G1. I was like, they were something like the toys, and I looked boom back at the cartoon. I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, man, Swindle needs some fucking hips. That waist swivel right there, like that's one of my gripes with the Fanstoys Omega Supreme. He didn't have any fucking hips. It's like gut and legs. It looks like me. Like,
I don't like the chest on
hanging out with
Bruticus on this one. The chest on Bruticus. I know that's a switch out, but I don't like this chest they show with the add-on from Blast Off.
Yeah, I think it looks real bad.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
It doesn't even look like the character, you know?
Oh, it doesn't.
I will say, seeing better pictures, I do. The only part that I don't like about the Bruticus, like the Onslaught piece specifically, are the thighs and the pelvis. Like that's the part that still looks very weird to me.
Do you like that where they show the back end of it, where the attaches to Brawl and Swindle? You like that part? I
don't know why I find that so funny.
Was that
Just
like,
it depends on how it functions. I don't necessarily hate it, but I'm not crazy about this design in general. Like I feel like the lower part of the body is like super long, and then the chest is like super small.
Well, do you just think it hangs off of it, or you think it attaches to him?
I think it attaches.
Okay.
You can see it, like especially on that backside picture, like the upper body, like from Bruticus's abdomen to his head, it's like it's not even like I don't know. It's like half the size of the calf.
You mean his abdomen?
Applebum?
Applebum. Beneath Applebum.
You gotta turn me on.
I think I am kind of chubby right now.
Which one are you going to use for your G2 set, Bobby? Which one's going to be your big bad battle in Bruticus?
I'm not gonna have a bad
Well, you know what, Bobby? These could be like your half transformed set. Like in between bot and all.
No. These are going to be bot mode. They'll be fine.
Half between, really?
Just hang them all. Like
yeah.
Just use some flight stands.
Just
get one of those Tamashi stands with like the trident with the two little things on the bottom.
Nice.
And have like the two legs standing and the other pieces like float.
Why'd they go with his chest, man? That is ugly. They don't even look like Bruticus. That's not Bruticus.
He's got monkey arms, man. He really is. It all makes him look like he's got monkey man arms.
Yeah, the proportions are weird.
But their bot modes are pretty good.
I like the bot modes. Onslaught and Vortex, I feel like, are the weakest links, but I don't think it'll be an issue.
But I mean, do you think it's worth the money to pay just for the bot modes, knowing that most people get these for the combined mode, but it's not the best combined mode?
It might be a great combined mode. It just doesn't look good, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's trtrue. That's true. I mean, everybody else, may think this is,
Yeah, I think that personally, I think it should work in all three modes. I think it should be the Toy World Constructor. That's something that works all three modes across the board for the most part. But I think that the 5 bots are just more challenging to do, especially if you're not doing like a heavy parts forming away. And I think that there's a chance that this might parts form similarly, but I don't know.
Well, we know the chest does.
Right.
I find it interesting. I guess it's accurate kind of to G1, but the way they have the blades of Vortex fold in to make them small. I think that's an interesting choice they made.
Yeah, I like that.
Better than that Zeta, but yeah.
Dude, that Zeta bot is trash. It just looks like a fucking mess. I think all these blow those bots out of the way except for Onslaught. I think Zeta's Onslaught looks better. Zeta Onslaught looks like part of this. Zeta Onslaught looks like it goes with this Brawl and Swindle.
Man, what if you can combine those, man? Zeta with the UT one.
It's too big, man.
I know, but I mean,
Like Brawl and Swindle are gonna come up to like Onslaught's knees.
Monkey man.
All right, move it along. FansHobby Red Dragon prototype.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this before the.
So this is the Transmetal or whatever Megatron, right? From
Transmetal
Beast Machines or Beast whatever.
Beast Wars.
Was it Beast Wars?
It's more... Yeah.
It's Beast Wars. Yeah.
He had one head though.
Well, this is more of an homage to specifically the Beast, the Transmetal. Was it Transmetal 3 Megatron?
I think so. That's what I thought it was.
Repaint of the RID Galvatron.
Oh my god!
From BotCon.
Yeah.
An homage to a repaint of a.
Well, it's an homage to a specific BotCon toy, just like how Fans Project did that breakdown.
Hey, Robert is going to be the custom class for TFCon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna paint this into Psykill from GoBots.
or RC, whatever you prefer.
Headmaster RC.
I think this is a Japanese exclusive. I think is this. I don't know. I was talking to Justin about it because he thought it was a TFCon thing, but
I thought it was
it's exclusive.
I guess different con. I was thinking, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think it's a Japanese exclusive to one of their things. But I like to say, if it was a TFCon thing, I would get it. It'd be pretty cool.
If it's third party, it's all the same con, Justin.
That's true.
So if it's not a TFCon exclusive, you're not getting it, Matt.
Right. Wow. That's all I'm collecting now is TFCon exclusives.
What were you saying, Justin?
No, I was just gonna say it's a interesting concept if you're into it, but I don't necessarily think it will do that well. Does anyone else feel that way? I mean, you're getting more mileage out of the mold, but at the same time, it's not truly that character, and
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's one I think of the weaker. I mean, I don't have him. I have Repugnus, but I think Bobby said it was weaker than Repugnus, right?
Yeah, I think Repugnus is better than this.
Right.
I think
he's weaker than the other one too. They're coming out the pink one.
They're still a little fucking wet behind the ears to be jumping into repaint.
You hush your mouth. FansHobby's a fucking god.
No. You gotta relax.
I love their hands. Shit,
they don't got that MMC street cred yet, right, Bobby?
I don't know, man.
Why do you have to have MMC street?
Until you end up finding out that they're actually your beloved mastermaid, and then
shut up.
Made them more credit than you know. So
backdraft.
Their heads are too small.
Fucking backdraft.
All right, so we move it along to FansHobby Powerbaser or Powerbaser. What was it, Matthew? Truck mode test shot.
It looks pretty cool. I like the truck mode. I think it looks solid.
Looks like Energon Prime.
I can kind of see that.
Little tubby thing.
What is this?
So this is the cap part of Powermaster Optimus.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, certainly looks better than the Make Toys one. So.
Yeah. Ooh. I like it. That's good.
A little squat though, huh? No, a little squat.
Yeah. I compared it to Energon Optimus, and if you know Energon Optimus, he's a tubby little thing. So.
And like, reality-wise, what would be in the back of that cab? Is that a live-in trailer, a live-in cab or something?
It could be a kitchen, maybe, or a bathroom.
He's got a bed and a kitchen, like Matt's saying.
Yeah, he may go cross country. You know, you gotta sleep sometimes.
Might be a food truck.
There you go, tacos.
Fuck yeah.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Oh shit! I'll be right back.
What the fuck is this thing made out of? Jesus, paper?
I wonder what the abdomen looks like.
I bet it's got a hole for a Powermaster.
It looks like a lot of styrene right now.
That is rough.
Rough.
I suspect yours will not be made out of styrene, Robert. So.
I hope not. I want my money back, man.
Clean up, man. Dude,
yeah, clean up, man.
Polish your shoes if you're going to church. Jesus.
What? Oh, jeepers.
Oh, got fucking fingerprints and lunch all over this thing. I don't know.
Cigarette butts everywhere. God damn.
At least they clean the table. That's nice.
That's nice.
All right. Is everybody in on this?
No.
Maybe. I don't. How many fucking Optimus Primes can we get?
I think I'm in on this. I think it looks good. So.
Jesus. I'm also confused who's got what, and I don't know what the fuck Optimus Prime these are.
You're like, I don't know how many of these I'm gonna be getting in the mail.
Anybody want to buy some spin outs?
You're gonna get a fucking styrene version, 10 of them. Yes. Greg, you getting this guy?
Probably will pick him up. Depends on how he's sold.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
All right, move it along to MMC Wing.
Wing.
So
this is
wing thing.
This is IDW Drift.
Drift. Yeah. Some swords, some shiny swords.
When's this releasing?
Next week, next to BBTS at this quarter.
Damn. Lenny's got no time out of that fucking Cialis mold photos, huh? Damn, Lenny, I'm sorry, dude. You're only getting like 3 weeks out of Cialis.
Oh god!
I bet you could say it one more time.
Cialis.
I should have that, dude. I should have that arriving any day now.
What, your Cialis?
Yep, my old Cialis.
You get Cialis?
Just in case I can't earn it the old-fashioned way, man. You know.
True. That's true. I like this guy. He looks pretty good. He's got a good pose, like a good stance or something like that. I like that.
Hey, there's something on your shoulder, buddy.
2 eyeballs.
Hey, don't look now, but you got some shit on your shoulder.
I think this looks like definitely one of the better, whatever the heck it is, like action figure type MMC characters. I think they nailed it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that guy from More Than Meets the Eye. Just hang out with Drift. Might have been in a Spotlight or two.
Probably.
Blur?
Yes, Blur. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Blur a little bit. With all that shit up on his shoulders.
Yeah. He looks like he has some good paint on him. I mean, he
run
looks
the Boston
all right.
Marathon.
This guy's gonna be a shelf hogger. You know, he's gonna have to stand all by himself. He needs like a good 4 inches behind him.
Hey, y'all quit shit on MMC, all right?
Hey,
we might get a phone
on
call.
MMC.
Hey, what's your problem, buddy? You got a chip on your shoulder or what?
Hey. Want to talk about it? Yeah, quit shitting on
No,
it.
I think this looks good. I'm more because they did some retooling to it. I heard. I haven't been following it close enough to kind of really keep track. But I'm in for the Drift. I'm not in for this one. And you know.
Oh shit! Look at that pose where he's got the sword up to anything. Is he doing the circle thing with his hand?
Jerk.
Wait, this isn't Drift?
Oh yeah, no, this is the other one.
Yeah, it's the other one.
Oh.
This ain't Drift? Oh, I'm fucking out then. No, he's doing the circle thing with his hand. You know, down below the belt.
So,
he's doing that shit.
So here's a question.
Oh, I know what Matt's talking about.
Wait, where is he at?
I'm 7 years old as well. I know exactly what Matt's talking about.
Exactly. Where he's holding the sword up like on one side and he's holding his finger down below his waist. So he's gonna get to hit you if you look at it.
Oh.
All right, I'm sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
I see it. Okay, go ahead, Justin.
So my question is, what do you think what do you think this is going to be repainted as?
Drift.
Drift.
So, I mean, obviously, I think they're going to do a black version of it, right? Like,
yes,
like the Deadlock thing. But do you think anything else can come from this, like with the dual cockpit ship thing?
Yes, Perceptor.
Is this fucking Drift?
Weren't there like a ton of characters that look just like this? I forget. I don't get the credit for that idea. Somebody in some fucking chat or somewhere posted some comic book picture with like 30 guys that look just like this, just different colors in the comics.
I thought those
they're from the Circle of Light.
Okay, so Lion King?
Yes.
No, yes, this is Wing.
This is the guy that turned Drift good. He turned
Ironically,
him from Deadlock into Drift.
He's got very little wings. His wings are actually very small.
He's got some tubes on his shoulders.
Are you a fucking wing shamer?
So you can actually repaint this into every Circle of Life character.
You can customize anything you want to at TFCon.
No. There's how many are there, Greg?
I don't know. It's a cult. It's like fucking Heaven's Gate or Jim Jones.
So you're saying 5 then?
It was like a dozen. It was just different colors. It was like MMC's fucking wet dream.
I like Wing. I think it looks good.
I think he looks good too. But
I feel like a little retooling of this, and you're getting a Slugslinger.
Oh, nice. Good job. That's painting green. That'd be good.
I think a little retooling of this, you could get you a swoop out of it.
That alt mode kind of looks like an owl face.
Oh, you get a Batman crossover. You get a quarter of owls.
You can get Prowl from Beast Wars.
Mac. Hell, you can get a Batwing out of this.
Dude. But I do like what you said, Slugslinger. I can see that. That looks good.
It looks like an owl face. I can't fucking not see it.
Like one of those Mexican masks.
Oh, because he's got like the little fur, like feathers coming out the side of his face.
Yeah. You got the nose and the eyes. Look at those Aztec masks.
I need to put some respect on MMC, all right?
No, I think it looks good.
This looks nice.
Get another email too. Y'all remember that? We'll get another email if y'all don't stop.
Did we get? Did we?
No, we got a stern talking to.
Did we?
Don't make me get to do a phone call. Okay, come on.
Fuck.
Come on, man.
I'm getting ready to check the emails.
You don't read.
You know, actually, since we started trashing MMC because Lenny left, we haven't been getting those one emails that we used to get, those messages.
Yeah. Well, I actually talked with him recently, had a good conversation, and I told him everything that I had issue with MMC, and he got it. Like he wasn't. Huh?
I like that guy, man.
You like that guy? You said.
You better. He's a listener. You prick.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But
he's
you know,
very good dude.
When I was talking to him, he wasn't like, man, you're being unreasonable. He was like, dude, I get it.
See, that's what you like. See, that's a good conversation. That's a good conversation like that. When you just, you may not agree with them, but you can see their point.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's
the kind of conversation a couple guys have over the phone on a Sunday.
I know.
That's a phone
Sunday
call.
morning.
Who needs church?
I was gonna say y'all ain't going to church. You might as well do something with your time.
Something.
I think this picture with him like leaping, like with the I don't know which picture it is, but it's he's got like one leg all bent up and the other one straight out, and like that's great. That looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a ball peg in the ankle to the foot?
Yeah, it's a ball peg from the calf to the ankle, and then from the ankle to the foot. So
I have no metal in this guy.
But I mean that's par for the course though with their reformatted.
You have a ball peg into the foot. I mean, you're not gonna be able to.
I think that's fucking par for the course also.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
Your Iron Factory, yeah.
No, for fucking MMC reformatted. Like even.
Do you even know what MMC is? God damn, man!
Aren't the fucking even the Ferrocons are on ball pegs, right?
Bobby, you ain't got to explain nothing to Robert T. Come on.
None of the fembots are. Hold on.
In fact, I think the Feral Concept fucking ball pegs are their ball pegs.
Damn.
I think the combined mode.
Wait, you know what?
Combined mode joints are ball pegs.
Yeah, the combined mode joints are ball pegs.
You're right.
Pop that shit on.
I'm looking at Spartan and it's ball pegs. I'm surprised because they never loosened up. So, my hat is off to MMC for providing quality plastic, I gotta say. I mean, that's solid.
It can work just fine. Like as long as the weight of the figure is good for the ball peg and all that shit. Like, a lot of the import action figures use ball pegs for ankles and stuff, and there's no issue. It's just like
now, it's not Bobby's favorite way of doing business.
No.
I never would have thought. I never looked at it.
But I mean, like these shoulders. If these shoulders are on ball pegs and they got all that shit hanging off of them, like that might be more of an issue.
The Spartan is still tight.
You'll never know because you're not getting it.
He's got those 2 submarines sitting up on his shoulders.
Are they gonna beat 2 trouts together?
I know Wing's a flyer, but his fucking shoulders are 20,000 leagues under. If you know what I'm saying.
All right, I quit.
Yeah.
You went too far with that shit.
I think you're gonna need to chill out.
I'm putting his shoulders next to tentacles.
I'm fixing to get some 2 big old trouts and just beat them across a submarine.
Those were tuna, and that was my favorite part of the whole movie.
I want to see this guy. I want to see FansHobby Scourge, and I want to see that Moss Toys Bumblebee get into a shoulder fight.
That's the 80s.
Dude, imagine all of them trying to get onto the subway train right as the door.
That's what I was thinking.
But you first. No, you first. I'm stuck.
Now look, I'm too respectful to Matt to be like, I'm gonna get up and use the bathroom because we're doing Hasbro news, but we're doing third-party movie news next, so I'm gonna get up and go pee.
Fair enough. I guess I'll take that as a cue to move it along, folks. GCreation movie Grimlock. What the fuck?
So weird.
This is very bizarre
stuff.
What?
Why don't they fucking relax?
They're kind of like, hey, you know what worked for us once? Dinobots. Let's make some more Dinobots.
Seriously, it says sculpture.
Out of left field. This is out of. This is out of field. I don't know. It's just.
This is out of bounds.
Out of bounds, definitely.
Maybe it's a statue.
No, it's definitely not.
It says sculpture.
Look at the shoulders. They move. They have to.
Yeah, it looks like double jointed elbows to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They also show both
Modes.
modes. So
you couldn't even say it slowly.
I can't.
Both modes.
Why are you jumping to movie stuff when there's so much in between that you could be jumping at?
I mean, in all fairness, it looks better than any of the other movie Grimlocks released, right?
Yeah, it does. But at the same time, like, is there a whole slew of fans out there who are like, you know what we need? Movie toys. You know,
well, let's
like,
see. Let's see what the reaction was to that. Maybe I clicked off a bit too quick.
Maybe.
And I just bought the toy. Fuck.
So that was on Dane Chalk's page. Dane Chalk has a lot of third-party folks that go to his page. 266 likes, like all, and like the shock and awe face and the love heart and all that shit. If he transforms, that'll be the ultimate wrecked for Hasbro and Takara. Next comment. Want to see prototype. Next comment. Still have the feet hanging off the forearms. Expected better.
Oh, damn.
Next comment. And I just bought the toy. Fuck. Next comment. Dane Custom Toys. Next comment. The movie Grimlock we deserve. Next comment. I'm all in. Next comment. Can't transform. Well, that sucks. And then the comment to that was it's fully transformable. Next comment, holy fucking shit, hashtag G.
You should get something.
I need to relax. And then the next comment, if this is a third-party trend, looks like I'll be saving some money. But Bay Grimlock never transformed in the movie.
Yeah, he did.
And then somebody said, if you ever watch Age of Extinction, you see Grimlock transform a good 3 times. Yeah. And then the guy responded to that and said, I did watch it, but I don't remember what the hell happened.
Homage Fung.
I'm thinking this is going to have a hell of a transformation sequence. Very high-sized version, please. Oh yeah. When does this come out? Need.
No, take my money, huh? No, take my money.
Take my monies on this one.
Oh, I'm keeping my money.
Make my day. Wow, awesome. Make the others black out and so on. I mean, it seems like a fair amount of people are into this shit.
I hope the transformation on this figure is even more complicated than that Optimus.
God, man, that Optimus, like, dude, like, what you call, yeah, I did break it, but Joe is buying one, right? And he's also buying the GCreations one, and he wants the GCreations one in bot mode, and he wants the other one in alt mode. And he was like, "Man, I'll give you the new one that's not broken if you transform yours back into car mode or truck mode and let me have that." And dude, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know.
You're just gonna end up gluing it all back together again.
Like, I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Hey, there was another comment made on this.
I'm sure there was. I mean, there was lots of them. Like
I made one.
What'd you say?
I'm so into this, like sex on the beach. That's my comment. All right.
This thing looks like an absolute piece of shit. And I
Shit!
have actual pictures of it.
Don't give a fuck.
You saw more photos of it than this?
No, I haven't. That's why I said it looks like a piece of shit. Have you seen the Generation Toy Prime? Bobby, have you had the pleasure of breaking that one yet?
No.
Or just the GCreations?
Joe's getting in his pile of loot, and I'm taking a look at it then.
Because, man, that thing is fucking tempting. That's a lot of fucking money for something that doesn't really have a place.
Bobby has his GCreations in a pile of plastic.
Same thing.
You can relax, man. Relax.
Oh, bait and
tackle. Man. I wish we had Hasbro news this week.
Let's make some up.
All right. What would be the craziest fucking thing for Hasbro Toy Shop or Takara Tomy Mall to put out?
I know. Color images of Takara Tomy Mall cassettes.
No.
Sick. Hey.
So what do you guys think of this? We got a little tiger, a little black lion, a little orangeade rat bat, and a frenzy rumble, whatever you want to call him. What's he called?
Enemy.
That's a mixture, man.
Enemy.
Dude, frenemy.
Frenemy.
His partner was Friendzone, and that was his Autobot counterpart.
Friendzone?
Friendship.
Yeah.
Who's into this? Who's getting it?
I will.
Japan is.
All of Japan is getting this?
If I had a twin cast and a sound blaster, I'd definitely get them. The only thing is they're not true G1 characters, though. Well, Enemy is, but Stripes and whatchamacallit, Night Stalker, Justin, correct me if I'm wrong, those were ideas that never got made in G1, and then they were released with the Encore Twin Blaster.
I have no idea. I can't correct you there. Sorry.
Oh, you know. Well, yeah, I was right. I was just saying because I thought you actually might would know more than I did. So you might elaborate.
Right.
I was right on that part. I thought you would elaborate. And then Wing Thing is an homage to Action Master Soundwave's transformable gun, which was this weird little bat creature.
God damn, you're smart.
And
that Wing Thing is a thing of beauty.
And what about Frenemy? Who's Frenemy?
Enemy was a weird colored tape character that was like glued. Like it was a figure that you could transform, but it was glued to like a sound blaster, like Walkman thing or something. Like it was an actual working player, and like the figure was glued, but you could transform it to a tape like on the body or something. I don't know if they actually made a toy outside of that. Enemy is one that you hear like with Dial and Czar and like all those other Japanese tapes, and like you feel like you need them because they're tapes, and like once KFC gets you hooked, Bobby knows what I'm talking about. Once they get you on that grease and you start buying those fucking tapes, you feel like
Did you nudge him when you said that?
I mean, like, I'm excited to see what they do with this steel jaw. But I'm more excited for the blaster. But
fuck yeah!
It just seems like, obviously they've got Blaster coming, right, and Steel Jaw. So instead of releasing Steel Jaw and Blaster first, they have the repaint and they have him come along with his fellows here, to sell something to you first. But it's old hat. It's just
you know what it is though, Robert. I think they're giving you ample time to go ahead and turn around and sell your X-Transbots Blaster. That's what they're trying to do.
They're being courteous. You know what I feel is weird is that like if they put one tape with Blaster, I almost feel like they got to put 2 tapes with them. Like just in my mind, they've had to put out another box set of 2 tapes. But then what would they do for 2 box sets of 2 tapes if they with Blaster?
I thought they said that they were going to do 2 additional. Like I think these are different than the ones in the rumor. So my thought process was if they put 2 tapes, because they're up in the accessories, so and it's probably reflected in the price. But if they if you got Blaster, you would get what makes sense: Steel Jaw and Eject
Rewind.
or Rewind.
Yeah, right. but Blaster, but Soundwave only came with 1 tape, right? The Takara.
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
but there's no rule that said they can't do more.
Yeah, and I was trying to think of what they would put in with Blaster, but they would probably put those little fucking hand things and.
Well, they'll just release him with 1 tape first, and then half a year from now they'll release it with all 5 or 6 tapes with it. They'll do a box set again.
Because then you'll get a little robot and a ram horn, and then a little robot.
What? A wham horn?
Wham horn. You'd get like whatever the blue one is and ram horn, and the black one and Steel Jaw.
But he only had 4 tapes, so that's the thing.
Yeah, so if you give him 1, there's not you can't do a box set. So they may just do a 3-pack then.
Wait, didn't he have that Prober? What the hell is his name with the little
Auto Scout.
That was a Decepticon.
Yep.
That was a Decepticon?
Yeah.
No, he's a Prober, man.
The Scorpion was actually supposed to be a Blaster tape, but it didn't get produced.
No. It was an Autobot.
It's
called the Auto Scout, but it's a Decepticon.
Yep.
It's an Autobot Scout.
I thought it shot at a Blaster.
Wrong.
I'm gonna post a picture of G1 enemy in the chat.
Well, then, like I said, they could do 1 tape with him, and then they could just do a 3-pack.
Or 1 of each for $50 each.
Or that.
Yes.
Well, like I said, they're gonna release them as a box set. Eventually.
Pre-order my HLG, 30% off.
That's what the car always does. They try to get money.
What was this in, Greg? Was this like a mail away thing or?
Oh, the picture?
Yeah,
it was. Hold on. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby knows. It was a AM radio and heads. Oh, Justin knows everything. I assume he knows. Made by NASA.
Nasty Nas,
the space company.
It was a large it was an AM radio and headset. First appeared in 1984 as part of a working blah blah blah. Featuring a large wearable Decepticon symbol belt clip. Removing this item revealed enemy, so he was a robot in disguise. A solid red. I made that part up. A solid red with blue thighs and upper arms. Simplification of the Rumble Frenzy mold. Oh, a fucking Canadian or a Brit wrote this because it's got a U in it. Permanently attached to the radio. It says enemy cannot be removed without breakage, but I know several people that talk about prying theirs off, so they broke the radio to get enemy off. And then he was seen again as a voice changer. So
yes, I'm familiar with that.
It was supposed to be Rumble Frenzy, but it was just in like some random ass colors because it might not have been like the most licensed item out there. And then I guess it just turned into a thing.
That's neato. Hey, Greg, your Xbox One's on.
If they made an Autobot version of him, but his name was Frenemy, I'd buy it.
Oh, that's what I was saying, Friend Zone.
Just for the name?
Because wasn't there a tape? There was a tape that was something Zone. No.
Danger Zone.
And then Enemy came out with Encore Sound Blaster. Okay, so that's what this is. This is the Encore set. So they put an Enemy out. Shut up, Matt.
No, I do. I have the Encore one. I like it. No, I wasn't being smart.
All right, Matt, relax.
Sorry,
They put an Enemy out with Sound Blaster, and he came with the wing thing as well. Okay. And then the twin cast came with the other two. So that's the logic behind this repaint set.
That's
Well, that to make some more money.
I feel like they should put Blaster with Steel Jaw and Eject, and then have a tape, 2-pack of Rewind and Ram Horn, and call it a day. I
think they should do that too, Bobby.
I'd just rather you go the Hasbro USA route and do them all in one thing for one very reasonable price.
Or that.
They won't.
How does fucking Sondor or some shit?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
How does Bajana feel about the Ram Horn packaging?
I'd have to ask that, man. Like, she just recently today, as a matter of fact. But see, she's smart, man. She's crafty. She's got an angle with everything. But like, she came and put her arm around me, and she was like, "I miss doing things with you."
Oh.
Yeah. Now hold on, because we've been doing a lot recently. We've been getting down on the kickball field a lot recently. Like, we've been doing a lot. Yeah. So I was like, what do you miss doing? And she's like, I miss drawing with you and
shopping.
Listening to music and all this shit. And I was like, well, we can do those things. And she was like, watching shows. I was like, we can do some more of those things. But I think, so here's the thing. I just took her to see Wonder Woman this past week, and she loves that Wonder Woman song like the rest of the fucking world. And I think we were going through the music letters, and we got through G, and we're on H. So she knows that Hans Zimmer is coming up, and I think she just wants that song on her fucking iPod. Is what it is.
She wants tickets to that concert you're going to. That's what she wants.
I didn't buy tickets, man. I felt too subconscious. I was like, Robert D's gonna make fun of me. I didn't buy tickets.
She wants to collect Fanstoys again.
You're not seeing Hans?
No.
What?
No, we're actually, my money's a little tight right now. So we're.
What?
Thanks for ruining his dreams, Robert. Dick.
Yeah.
I feel that on the money, sister.
What happened to overtime?
Yeah, well, that's look, that shit's for the hobby.
That is true.
That should be
true.
That guy just retire. Can't you be like, hey, let me get you hours before you die?
Now I do a particular type of overtime for the hobby, and relax. But I can take different types of overtime, and I would do that if money ever got too tight. But we're not quite there yet.
Wait,
different
what?
types.
What different types of overtime would you take?
Like over the table time, time.
Like I normally do weekend overtime. Like I take extra hours at night on a or next day on a week.
You play next to Stan Bush in the garbage.
Bobby's taking that night overtime when he does a review the next morning, and his mask looks like Netflix, like someone just sprayed the skull on
it. Dry face. All right, moving along to
just one more, just real quick. I pulled it up because I was curious. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, there's like fucking 30,000 repaints of tapes they could do if they would just put out like 4 or 5 more molds, like the combiner tapes. Dude, they can make a fucking killing.
Oh, yeah, they could do the combiner tapes with Blaster.
If they're doing Blaster and Twin Cast, man, I'm sure that we've got to be seeing new tape molds coming, like more than just the ones we expect, because they can repaint.
Who are they gonna get? Baseball?
Grand Slam and Rain Dance. They can repaint. They repainted those into Dial and Czar. No, they repainted the other ones. Yeah, there's so many of them I can't even keep track of them. Like they could do at least 6 combiners out of tapes.
I make them do the Rain Dance at the strip club. If you know what I'm saying.
You know what? I don't know. It's the whole idea of repaints and everything brought me back to that MPMB. One thing I forgot to mention. This is the first Hasbro and Takara joint masterpiece venture. Do you know the instructions came out on like fold out fucking recycled construction paper?
What's wrong with recycling paper?
It was like shit.
Are you against the earth?
They were pretty. I don't think they were looking to save the earth. They were just looking to save money. I mean,
what's wrong with that, Robert D?
They were pretty shitty.
Haney said that there's a Takara. Yeah, he said that from what he understands, there's a Takara version coming out in August. So we'll see what that means.
Yeah, these are definitely Hasbro had the instructions. That was their part of the partnership. They were like, we'll do the instructions, you do the figure. All right. So speaking of wonderful things, Deluxe Cogman for Mercy official images.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Okay, so my question is though, is he really gonna be this well painted?
Hell no.
Yes. No, he is. Don't listen to that.
Hell no.
That is all paint for a wonderful figure. Look at them
And
forms, man.
Half of them's only half of them's fucking painted. Even in the promo.
It won't have. It'll have the silver and it'll have the gold. It's not gonna have all these washes.
Silver and gold.
Dude.
Words.
Gold. I love that fucking.
I will make you eat your words.
Dude, I love Christmas time, man. Let's make some noise for Christmas time, goddamn.
It's gonna have a wash. It's gonna have a finish. It's gonna have a
dry
finish.
brush. Dry brush.
It's gonna have all that good shit.
It's not gonna have that.
Neither the Titan Master or the robot mode looks anything like fucking Cogman, except for those fucking eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the fucking eyes.
Well, he's got the 3PO stomach also.
Man,
Oh,
fuck shit.
he's gonna say about Star Wars all the time.
I mean, dude,
They
like
make the joke in the movie several times. You made the joke in the movie that you didn't even pay attention to.
I think you'll have the head and the gold bits, and that's it. It'll be white. Otherwise,
You know what? No, his chest and abdomen look like a ball gag.
Oh man, shout out to Russell Ward, just like their paid chatter cast. Sorry. Russell Ward, just like their paid chatter cast.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Russell.
Shout out to Russell.
And I'm just waiting for fucking Matt to call the abdomen a fucking Autobahn next time.
I wrote on the Autobahn. Thank you. I went really fast.
No, you didn't.
What's funny is they actually didn't need. I mean, was it cheaper? I mean, what mold is this?
I think it's a new mold. Maybe the Soundwave. It might look like Soundwave, kind of.
Because they really did. They could have just released an action figure. They really could have. But I think that would have taken more work.
They wouldn't be able to reuse that. It would have been a
I really think this looks like a retool of maybe Soundwave.
Dude, what if they repainted the Black Series 3PO and put that shit out? That would be.
Why don't you go ahead and do that with your new dioramas? Why don't you do that? Why don't you repaint a C3PO?
Oh, don't tell him that shit, because he'd buy it and then make it a fucking castle and a Stonehenge and shit.
Joe, I need you to put on your gorilla helmet. Get over here.
Your gorilla helmet and get over here.
He'd print all those little tiny pictures and have a fucking. Damn, is there an Anthony Hopkins action figure? There's got to be one.
It's got fly in the air action.
He just flopped around his belly everywhere. Poor Anthony Hopkins.
Dude, it would have been cool if instead of a sword, he came with 2 fish.
Oh yes. That would be the shit.
Okay, somebody's got. Oh, Dr. Wu, get on it. Make you go ahead and make that.
Dude, whatever happened to Dr. Wu?
He's still got stuff. He's got stuff coming out. Just no one gives a shit.
He makes some 2 fishes.
No one gives a shit.
I get my third-party news from Shattercast Uncut's notes section, so I'm only aware of what happens via Greg.
Well, that's actually pretty fucked up because I think we've talked about Doctor Who several times in the last couple of months.
Which ones did he do? Which ones did he do?
No one gives a shit. Hold on a second. I got to send something to Justin see.
The last thing of any interest that I think he did with when the Springer and all them turned into humans.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
I got to share.
Justin. He did the barrel for
I'm pulling it up now. Hold on.
The Constructicon. Didn't he do a barrel or something?
Oh, for the oh, he did a full transforming figure, didn't he?
A whole figure? Yeah. Okay.
That never came out, I don't think.
Yeah, it was like $400 or something absurd.
I had to share T2's Pirate Magic with Justin C. so he could get that movie too. Sorry. He's got a staff for Alpha Trion.
Yay!
He's got Lover. Oh, who's Lover? Oh, Young Carly.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Got that the romper on.
How you doing?
Shake that milkshake.
He put out another fucking jetpack for a Bumblebee.
Perfect.
Another jetpack.
I need that.
Oh, there's 2 versions of the staff for Alpha Trion. He's got swords for one blade. He's got a set for Titans Return 6-shot. He's got another fucking backpack with extra parts. Jesus Christ.
Does he have a backpack add-on to the new Sunstreaker?
There's a blaster. There's 2 blasters for the different versions of Evasion Prime.
Does he have coat hangers for the new wing coming out with MMC? The shoulders?
We didn't add it on to Hasbro. Do we want to talk about Pecan?
Baby Lock. Whoa. Hold on now. Baby Lock. What the fuck is Baby Lock?
That's Baby Dinosaurs from
Boba Fett.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a little super deformed. It looks like a super teeny tiny knockoff of that Hero Hobby Grimlock.
Really?
Yeah, he's been busy. It doesn't transform. It's not transforming.
Why can't I sell anything?
Is that how it sounds?
He needs to get on and putting out some of those humans again and make some sales there. Jeez.
Humans?
Yeah. I want all those humans, but I don't have fucking $400 to invest in my 1.36 inch non-transforming, non-articulated human collection.
All right, I gotta take a leak, so we're gonna move along. Visual Studio Collectibles movie Matrix Replica.
How about Pecan or anything about what was out there? No.
Like I said, you guys talk about this fucking beautiful Matrix while I go take a piss.
Yeah.
One with the listeners know Pecan happened and a bunch of Titan Return recolors were out there. Okay.
How much money do you think I could get if I made this thing and then I turned it into dust by grinding it down? And was
sold it dirty sock.
Custom. Sold it with a dirty sock. Custom end of Revenge of the Fallen.
It's got to have holes in it too.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It needs to happen.
I think this looks fucking beautiful though for what it is.
Is it wrong I put this in the notes just because I figured someone would probably have to pee right about now? And I thought this would be a good reason.
But did you know who was going to go pee, though?
No, I thought it would actually be me. This is usually about where I have to go away, but I couldn't hold it the whole time this time.
I like this. I know it's going to be, $750 or something more, but it's only $350 made, too, so. But it looks nice, Looks like a bird or something.
It serves its purpose. It looks like what it intends to be. So.
Yeah, it serves its purpose.
Can't really say any more. Can't really say any less. So. Let's just sit here and wait for Robert, I guess.
I think we just moved to another one.
Mm-hmm.
Robert doesn't give a fuck about statues anyway.
Give a fuck?
Evasion mode. Dark of the Moon Optimus.
Oh, it's got bullet holes. I like that. Crunch it up, man. Crunch it up.
Now, Matt, were the Evasion mode and the Dark of the Moon Optimus this close together?
You already moved along?
What do you mean? What do you mean, Greg?
You didn't talk about Krull?
Well, they look. Well, if you look at the two links, you'll see they look very similar.
Okay, let me look at the second link. Hold on.
Bullet nips.
Ah, you beat me to it, you lowbrow bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without the bullet nips, yeah, they look. Yeah. So this one's a little, the Dark of the Moon one looks more brighter.
Man, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get Bobby to build me a
Diorama?
a movie theater diorama. Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh man, I accidentally deleted the Pornbot's friend request. Shit.
Wade Jiang's battle damaged version looks really good.
This looks really good too. I'm sorry, I know y'all don't think so, but it looks fucking nice.
This is an action figure or a statue?
It's an action figure type thing.
Statue.
No, Matt, we discussed this last week.
He gets so hostile.
It's a statue.
Wait, okay. Why do I see two different things though? I mean, it's
It's two different things.
Two different decos. Okay, slight retools.
I just put them together because they're so close to.
It's funny because the original one looks dirty and beat up anyway, and then they have a really dirty and beat up one.
Oh my god, that Startscream is gonna be mine.
Let me look at it. Oh, this is the one sitting on the throne.
Not totally.
No, this is the movie one. I do want that one that sits on the throne too.
Are we moving along to 3A Starscream? Has this show just fallen apart?
Yeah, dude, this fucking Starscream's face looks like some dog shit.
It looks like a squirrel.
Face looks like dog shit.
He's like a fucking angry squirrel. Like,
squirrels lose track of where they keep 80% of their nuts, I hear.
It's in between women's boobies.
Oh boy!
It's on Sarah Silverman's stand-up.
Love this fucking shit. That looks so fucking nice. God, I wish I could afford this shit.
It's got like a crab's mouth.
I wish I could afford this shit. Hey, Robert, this sucks, man. Will you get this for me?
Nope.
This sucks, man. Will you get this for me? Nope. Dude, look at the picture. You see his whole body. It's just like, come on.
Oh, shut up. Damn, man. Can you say anything good about anything?
In fairness, though, if you want a movie Starscream, it doesn't get much better looking than this stuff.
Oh,
like,
no, I 100% agree, Justin.
But if I said it, you've been like, bullshit.
No, that's not true, Matt. That's not true at all. It's just that, like, look at it, man.
I do love my Dorito screams, you know?
Dorito, man. Love
That's out of scale. I mean, that's just out of scale.
This looks like a kid's science project.
Donald looks like a kid's I mean, I'm not gonna get it. I can't afford this shit. Wait, is 3A pretty expensive? Or are they?
Yeah.
What's their price?
I just want to see this guy try to get on the subway.
They're like Hot Toys. They're like Hot Toys.
Sideways. This guy's got to turn sideways, going anywhere.
That's not bad. Hot Toys, I mean, they're pretty pricey, but that's good. I could see this be about $500-$600 probably.
Prime looks really good. Is that the same Prime? No. What is that?
Yeah, the same Prime. Both
yeah,
3A.
the Prime looks great.
That fucking Starscream though is beefy.
It's a little bit more than. Oh my! Look how wide he is.
Yeah. Look at him in Prime, man. He's
like,
he looks like a broken letter X.
Can't scratch his shoulders.
Hold on,
He
let
can
me look
scratch
at this
his
thing.
feet, though, and he can almost scratch his foot standing straight up.
Oh Lord!
I love it. I wish I could get it. If anybody wants to get it for me,
Okay, now
tackle and bait shop will help.
is this an action figure or a statue? Because
Probably an action figure, probably.
Yeah, I don't know how much action this motherfucker's got, but
his faces look like he's seen some action.
Dude, this thing looked great until I got to that last picture. This shit looks like fucking.
Y'all need to relax for real. Y'all need to relax.
Like if John Goodman played fucking Starscream.
I'm about to.
If John Goodman did motion capture for Starscream, like
so.
Roseanne era.
It looks like a cartoon character, like a cartoon character like dog when it eats the bone, and you see it go down the throat sideways.
That made no sense at all.
It looks like a cartoon character that the season 3 team fucking animated in a G1. Shit's all stretched out and fucked up.
Hey, we're done with the news. Yay.
That face really is like one of those before and after like 5 years of meth use.
So for a discussion topic, I thought we could just talk shit about this thing for another like 20 minutes.
3A movie Starscream. Time to talk some more shit. Who wants to
whoa. Go back to his face. Go back to his face. Go back to his face. Go back to his face.
All right, I'm back on it.
All right. You see where those two little chin bits are?
Yep.
Like, okay, look right above it. It's a little tiny sad face. It's a little tiny mad face.
I see it, and it's got horns.
His chin is a mad face to go under his regular face.
Oh shit! Quaid. Quaid. That mouth is disgusting.
Looks like he got unicorn. It looks like a unicorn chin.
That fucking mouth is nasty. That looks like a crab mouth.
That's how Starscream comes back. He sucks Unicron out of Earth and he becomes this little chin face.
Does it not look like Unicron? A little bit?
Quaid.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god.
It'd have been great if like one of those like Nitro Zeus was just like, "Sup, chin face."
I need Doritos.
Get to moving.
Feed me Doritos, Quaid.
Oh, okay. Let's do this question.
No, let's not do this shit anymore. Let's not.
I'm sorry, man. Come on, it looks
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Epic collector. Let's go.
Are you gonna read it, Robert?
Oh, this question. I don't know about this one. Yeah, Robert, read this question.
I think it's a great question. Question.
Robert's fucking out.
Did he fall asleep again?
Oh, I'm on mute. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I fell asleep.
I was doing that whole voice and everything. I was reading it in the voice, and all right, I'll read it normally then.
Okay.
Where do you see third party in 5 years? I know we haven't revisited this question in a while. As a passionate collector of G1-inspired masterpiece Transformers, and as a dispassionate, bordering on antagonistic watcher of the Bay films, hypocrite, it bothers me that I am so looking forward to Takar's upcoming movie masterpiece releases.
Yes.
I think MPM3 Bumblebee looks fantastic, and MPM Optimus might even be better. I'll be adding both to my collection. Ellipses. Even though to date that collection is almost purely inspired by G1. Honestly, I am not quite sure what is behind my desire to pick up these two.
Jesus, do you think I might be gay?
But something similar happened in camp when I was 11, but they said it didn't count. No, but something similar happened following the release of Age of Extinction. I immediately ran out to Toys R Us and grabbed a copy of Evasion Optimus Prime, ellipses, even though I hated the movie. Has anything similar ever happened to you guys? Do you even find yourself looking forward to the release of a Bay figure? Ellipses. Even though it kills you to see what the man has done to our beloved franchise? What is ellipses here, Matt?
I don't get it.
What is ellipses? Oh my God.
Why is Matt looking out his window?
Why am I looking at my window?
Go look at the sun, Matt. You gotta wear sunglasses when there's an ellipses, dude. What is okay?
Oh man,
Melissa, get out here quick!
There's an ellipses.
I can be off the show in a heartbeat.
Oh, come on.
I can be. Yeah, it's
An ellipses is 3 periods to indicate.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Do you have
know by reading Donald Trump's Twitter?
Okay, so the point is, even though I'm getting the Evasion Mode Prime, even though I hated the movie, has anything similar ever happened to you guys? Do you ever find yourself looking forward to the release of a Bay figure, even though it kills you to see what the man has done to our beloved franchise? What is up with that? Am I a traitor?
Oh, well, you gotta go higher pitch for that.
Am I a traitor to the cause?
I definitely am guilty of this. Like on a number of not necessarily with anything with the Bay movies, but I'm buying all these fucking SH Figuarts Suicide Squad figures, and I fucking hate that movie. Like, I'm just like I think the characters are cool, even though I'm not crazy about like their representations necessarily, like the Joker's representation or Deadshot's representation. Like, but I'm still like I love these characters so much, and at least I know on that end, I'm like, these figures are going to be made fairly well. So that is the one thing going for them that like a lot of these Hasbro ones don't necessarily have. But I fall victim to that all the time.
What about those freaks of nature that are made? They're more expensive. They're getting even more expensive. They're super stylized.
Hot Toys?
No. What's that other one you have, Bobby? The fucking Falcon and...
the Play Arts Kai.
Play Arts Kai.
Yeah, the same thing. Except I think those look cool. Like, I'm attracted to the way they look. But like...
You're shallow.
yeah.
Hawkman, not Falcon.
And I've had a bunch of them. I've had a bunch of Transformer purchases like that. You know, like especially like in the beginning, like I bought tons of shit that like I wouldn't be caught dead buying now. You know.
Because you're too good for that shit.
No, it's just because I was just so wrapped up in it that I was just buying. You know, I was buying everything just indiscriminately. You know, like the Cogman from DX9 and the like.
I like your choice of words there. Wouldn't be caught dead buying.
We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow.
You know, like I think that these are exciting, and I think that these are exciting. These movie masterpieces, but it's not necessarily these specifically. It's just that it opens the door of options, like where it just seemed like this would never happen, and it's like, man, like what if Hasbro did decide to do like some Transformer Prime masterpieces or something along that line? Like,
yes,
you know, like I'd be up for that. Like I like the idea of it. Anybody else want to chime in?
Well, since they're following the money, I don't know if we'll see Prime stuff for.
Right.
Sorry, I'm trying not to cough in the
What are you making dogs with balloons or something?
No, my headset's squeaky. I got it from Fanstoys.
Would you like to be a crown princess?
Well, the reason they said they were doing the Beast Wars stuff is because the people that were into Beast Wars, like the money was right. It was like, you know, that's their target, and then they're doing money stuff because I guess, you know, fuck it. And then I figure they'll probably start doing Armada stuff next. And
this doesn't make sense to me, Greg. I mean, I just feel like everybody our age, would you not buy like a true Masterpiece Prime figure?
Oh yeah, I mean, just to have it. It's a representation. It's not going to go away. It's happened. It's a thing. It's like I like Beast Wars. I don't have other Beast Wars toys, but I'll buy a Masterpiece main cast just to have it. You know, right along.
I think more people would buy Prime than I think Transformers Prime touches more hearts and minds than even Beast Wars does, because there's such a bright line with Beast Wars. Like, look at Bobby, he hates them, you know, and everybody else loves them.
I mean, I'm not a super huge, like, I don't give a shit about fucking G1 Skids or Swerve or fucking, I don't even really care about the Monster Bots outside of the fact they were just, like, really awkward and, like, weird to get at the time. But I bought them just to have them, you know, because they were there. So, I mean, I'm excited to get that B. I'm checking the tracking number every fucking day. I'm mad you got yours before me. Because I bought mine before you.
Yeah, shout out to Chumung Mung, man. I fucking hit that guy up.
Jesus.
Is it giveaway time?
How fuck was that?
That was my laptop. My iPad. I opened it for a second, and apparently I was playing a game earlier at work.
What are you, like, playing Shogun? What the hell was that?
Yeah, you know it, so. Just a Dragon Ball Z, so.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they look fantastic too, MP Collector, and I'm also going to be adding both to my collection. And if you're asking, I feel like it's confession here.
Yeah.
What can we give him? What can we give him?
5 Hell Hasbros. And,
no, I would give that B. I would be at 8 at least.
I was hoping there was a Catholic here. I'm not really.
20 Hell Hasbros and 50,
there we go.
50 nothings.
So there you go.
I mean, look,
it doesn't kill me to buy a Bay figure, so yeah.
I think the big problem, Matt. I think the big problem so far has been the Bay figures are shit, you know, and these are nice. It's like, if you're gonna produce something nice, people might buy it.
And I mean, by the way, Industrial Light and Magic did these designs, not Michael Bay. So if anyone ruined the franchise forever, it's George Lucas's company. So blame Star Wars, boycott Star Wars.
Did they design the characters?
Best I can tell.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think they set, at least for the first movie they did, and they set the aesthetic. Yep.
Bobby was like, I don't believe you. No, that's impossible.
He's calling George Lucas right now.
Yeah, hold on, let me get him on the phone.
Bobby, they're stupid. They're stupid. They're all stupid.
Put them on speaker.
It's George, like move your neck out of the way, please. Can I call you?
It's like the bust. Well, I was gonna say it's like the bust on the old Adam West Batman, but instead of flipping the top of the head up, he flips the neck open. And like that's what the phone is.
Look, having this thing in hand, it looks fucking nice. The paint is really nice. The articulation, the sculpt, it's nice. You know, so if you produce something of quality, I might be interested. And at this point, you know, if it wasn't for this last movie, and it's so weird that so many people seem to hate this movie, and I didn't know they were going to hate it. I really enjoyed this movie. This is the one Bay film I actually liked. You know, and if it wasn't for this one, I don't think I would have tested out this MPB.
Yeah, man. Men of quality, respect Transformers, equality. That's our chant. Let's take it to the street. So yeah, that should be a fucking sign. Let's see the streets, Robert.
I have a question for MP Collector. Do you feel like you're being judged? You know, if you buy something that's like a Bay figure that looks nice, you know, do you feel embarrassed?
If you're happy with your purchase,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about your stuff.
Like, I got the Wei Zhang upsized Evasion Mode Prime. That's an improved, much improved version. It's one of my most beautiful figures in my collection. It's not. And, you know, I'm proud of it. I would never sell that because it's gorgeous.
Yeah, can I want that now?
The filmmakers created the size of each robot and the size of each vehicle in the Transformers live-action films, and the designs were created by Robert Orsi, who was a producer and writer for the Transformers film.
Oh, so he did the designs, really? Where'd you find that up?
IMDb.
Sweet.
Oh, so yeah.
So they hired a company.
Michael Bay probably fucking changed. Fucking George Lucas probably fucking edited
Yeah,
this
he was
shit
like,
himself.
IMDb is stupid. It's all
You're saying they hired this company just to say how big to make them?
No. What company?
George Lucas.
George Lucas just animated there. I mean, like, George Lucas didn't do shit, first of all, but ILM animated the designs.
I think you need to relax with your abbreviations.
Industrial Light and Magic.
Thank you.
Thank you, MP Collector, for that wonderful question.
So fucking Orky, who was also a producer for Transformers Prime, if I'm not mistaken. What's that motherfucker done? Like, what else can we blame on him while we're blaming shit? But he's the one that ruined Transformers forever.
We can blame
Kurtzman and fucking Orky.
So George Lucas is to blame for the confused transformations on screen?
Yes.
I don't think that's the case either. I think that they were probably just operating under orders.
It's like the Nazis.
It's like the Nazis, exactly. I was about to say that.
Hey, who do we blame for G1?
Hasbro and Sumbo.
Okay. I think we should blame everything on Sumbo.
But you love that Sumbo chart.
I love that Sumbo chart.
Do you have that shit on your wall?
Only when it suits me.
Ew, that sounded dirty.
I was gonna read what we were talking before the show about reading some of these Rotten Tomatoes reviews.
We have other questions too.
I'll just run through a few. There's some really good ones here.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm the host. He can.
The movie equivalent of a bag of tangled up Christmas lights, all soul-destroying untidiness and faulty circuitry.
What? You're crazy.
Let's see.
Bobby don't like it when people like this movie. Bobby don't like it.
At 7 hours and 15 minutes, this sets the record as the longest theatrical feature ever made. Keep in mind that I did not have a watch on me during the screening, so my estimate of the running time may be slightly off. It certainly felt that long. Let's see.
I don't know how Matt feels.
Why?
This
I don't know how I
bullshit.
feel.
You just
Haterade.
Oh shit! This dude wrote Watchmen.
Oh shit! Breaking news.
Roberto Orky, he wrote Watchmen.
The studio and filmmakers have vomited up a loud, unfocused, utterly nonsensical Transformer mess.
I
like nonsensical. It was good.
Exactly what you'd expect. It's loud, rambunctious, flashy, and about as dumb as a box of rocks, but you already knew that.
What are you reading? What is this? The reviews?
These are the critics' reviews, not the viewer reviews.
For the first one or the last one?
All of them.
These are Bobby's notes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everything goes boom, crash, oomph, piao, wallop, zing, zang, zoom at 150 minutes. It's terrifying. It physically hurts. It's so darn near incomprehensible. I almost asked for my money back, and I didn't even have to pay to see it.
Hey, P.L., we don't actually have a problem with you.
No,
we didn't write the article. Your name was there.
Even.
Why does everybody hate this film?
The film could lose 40 minutes and still be considered baggy.
I think they cut stuff out of this film for time, and it would have enriched it.
I saw a review that actually said that the movie played like a series of trailers for other movies.
Absolutely awful in practically every imaginable way.
Mary Poppins. In the most delightful way. I'm sure there's more to that story that they cut out, and they figured, fuck it.
Yeah, they said there's 40 minutes they cut out.
Oh, for Christ's sake! It's as if Ridley Scott and James Cameron had a sci-fi symposium. Not sure on that word, and then gave director Michael Bay all their worst ideas duct taped together.
I like it.
Incoherent, creatively bankrupt, and excessive to the point of tedium. Michael Bay's farewell to the Transformers franchise is as deafening.
He said tedium.
Tedium?
Yes.
I don't know.
I like tedium better.
Michael Bay's farewell to the Transformers franchise is a deafening mess that will disappoint and enrage all but the most loyal of fans.
Hold on, wait. Let's pump the brakes. Hold on, wait. Let's relax a second. Batman versus BVS, right? Mm-hmm. The theatrical version versus the director's cut. Mm-hmm. Wasn't just the stuff that was cut out made a tremendous difference, right?
It did, absolutely.
I think that's what happened here in this movie.
Maybe. I don't think so, just because only reason why I don't necessarily think so is because I'm just going off of
history,
the pattern.
History, reputation.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Read more. Come on, read more.
I am not going to try to explain the story. And after watching this movie, I may never try to explain another story ever again. At one point, Sir Anthony Hopkins says, "What a bitchin' ride." That's all you need to know. Let's see. Distilled to its essence, The Last Night is an orgy of incoherence, a sensory assault that suffocates the viewer in a... These are smart motherfuckers. Shit.
Well, they don't belong... I don't think any of these people are Transformers fans.
Hey, what if Anthony Hopkins dies and it'll be his last movie just like Orson Welles?
That'd be sad as hell.
Oh my
God. That was a coincidence. But you said Batman versus Superman, and I just got the worst Charlie horse I think I've ever had in my life.
Did it say Martha?
I swear to God.
Across the room.
You know what's funny is that for all the shit that Batman vs Superman caught, its score is still 5 times higher than this film on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm telling you, man, there's a lot more than...
By the way, since you guys care.
Well, this is the 5th Transformer film.
Are you okay, Greg?
Oh my God, I don't know, Martha.
Martha.
I mean, look, I think there was something to do with Megatron. You had more stuff with Megatron to explain his origin there and his relationship with Quintessa. And I think you had more there with B, with the hammer and with his ability to reassemble. And it probably had something to do with his ability to, spoilers, speak.
Was that a spoiler? I'm pretty sure it was in the trailers.
Not the speaking part.
Why are you so mean?
A big mound of steaming 3D CGI garbage.
What a jerk.
Avoid at all costs. Insultingly poor.
Oh, wait, Matt, I'm so sorry, Matt.
Are we doing text from Robert now, or are we still doing questions?
Matt, I feel so bad for you now. I feel like you've been dealing with this shit for years.
Yeah, I thought about leaving the show a lot of times.
Me too.
Me too.
I thought about you leaving the show.
Actually, not. I've thought about it a lot.
Let's all leave the show. All of us.
Would y'all? Okay, if somebody else left, would y'all miss them?
Let's all leave the show and start a new one called Splattered Cast.
And it's just the Rotten Tomatoes symbol.
And then we can do both shows and talk shit about the new show and bleep it out.
Hey, if I quit, would it be awkward at TFCon if we met?
We can bleep it out.
So it's 9:30, and I did say I kind of need to be done around 9:30. So, are we doing another question? Are we gonna do some texts, or are we gonna keep reading reviews, or are we gonna talk about leaving the show?
Texts are pretty short. Texts are pretty.
I'm leaving the show.
Okay, Matt's leaving the show. Matt knows where the door is. Are we doing text from Robert?
Yeah, I'll do text from Robert. I'm just trying to
It's a pretty short week. I had a pretty busy week, pretty stressful, crazy.
Y'all are dicks.
Shapeless mounds of parts and pistons. I just wanted to leave on a good one. Shapeless mounds of parts and pistons slugging and slicing each other in front of ruins and spaceships as they gush sparks and dribble oily green robot juice.
You see, I feel like you should have read that the way you rapped in that review.
Which one? Which review?
Let's
see.
Somebody
just wrote a whole bunch of letters. This shit is funny. Oh,
You had to be there.
Okay. Let's see. Text from Robert. Have here. Oh man, internet.
God damn, that shit fucking
titillate.
Oh, what do you do with it? What's your post? What do you do when you have a Troy horse? What are you supposed to do afterwards?
Rub
Walk
that
it off?
shit out, man.
Touch your legs. Stand up. Touch your legs. Touch your feet.
No, you massage the fuck out of it.
Touch your feet. Stand up and touch your feet.
I can't do that.
Well, then hang down. You just stand up and hang down. That'll
Michael
stretch
Keaton.
out your hamstring.
Do a rat bat or something.
So he says, "You like Matt as Squeaks?" And I said, "No, I love it."
Oh, he's talking about the banner.
Yeah, and he said, "Good, you're Infernicus." I said, "I saw. Seems appropriate." He said, "Because it's a skull, a horny skull. I'm Megatron because I was tired of cutting out heads, and his is basically a circle." And then he said,
and Bobby went,
"Do you have any idea how long it?" Let me keep going. And then,
oh man, you cut a head out. Bobby cut out a head. And he
I don't know. Like it was. If it was just a regular another robot, but you were trying to fucking. There's no point in that. So Saturday, it's 5:21. He said, "Why are you so fancy?" And I said, "What?" And then he said, "I heard you like to wear a monocle on your penis." And then he came back with another one with a little top hat. And I said, "Get the fuck out of here." And he said, "I went to a bakery to order a birthday cake for Lisa for tomorrow. You know how I like to tip. Well, I have a pet peeve when I can't swipe my debit card without the machine prompting me for a tip. I'm like, tuck you now, you don't get a tip." Now I feel guilty, but what the fuck did they do for me? Took my order. They aren't making a cake. Fuck them. I said, "Welcome to the rest of the world." He said, "Imagine an MTV-styled real-world show, but with TF collectors. The whole show, they're just sitting on the couch." And he said, "Hey, Bobby," on Sunday. I said, "Hey, Robert." He said, "Are there any real world, or is there really a real world, or just a series of stipulations by society?" And I said, "Deep, bro." And he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Heading to a buddy's retirement." He says, "Sounds worse than a wedding." I said, "No, it's fun." He said, "Really? Last time you went to one of those..." Let me just get through that.
He posted pictures of himself wearing a plastic hat, having a grand old time.
He said, "Tomorrow I'm mailing you Iron Factory Starscream. Wanted to take a look at this MPB as well." Yes, thank you. Just transformed him back to car mode. Pretty intuitive, but got hung up on the legs. When you are transforming him into bot mode, make a mental note of where his long-ass heel spurs are, and getting him back into car mode is easy.
That's a note for anybody who gets his figure in. Just note where those heel spurs are, and the transformation is super easy. If you don't remember where they go, you can't transform him back. It's just knowing where they go.
I don't think you'll like the car mode. Not only is it plain, but it's very panely, and the yellows don't match perfectly. You don't notice it on bot mode, but you sure do on car mode. And the panels don't fit flush everywhere. Came in the box like that too. Oh, and these are by far the most ghetto instructions provided with an MP figure to date. He didn't come packaged with a complete clamshell, just the bottom tray with plastic bands holding him down.
It's true.
And his doors inexplicably splayed open. I elected to close him up and wrap him in bubble wrap and wedge him in a clamshell for safety in transit. I said, "Copy that." He said, "Copy your face onto the photos in humorous ways." And I said, "Humorous." And he said, dripping with sarcasm, "You're so mean." And I said, "Dude, you had a fuck up on SCU last week. I noticed it when I listened back and was very upset I didn't catch it at the moment." And he said, "What?" And I said, "It's a rarity with you." And he said, "What?" And I said, "It was a withdrawal mix-up." And he said, "Plastic withdrawal?" And I said, "I think it was I withdraw my statement." And he said, "I said withdrawal. I pronounce it withdrawal."
I said withdrawal.
I said, "Ha ha." He said, "No." I said, "Maybe that was it. I can't remember, but it was fucked up." I was like, "You sneaky fucker." And he said, "I withdrew, if you knew what I mean. If you know what I mean."
I just withdrew, if you know what I mean.
And he said, and I said, "I'm listening to Toy Detox and getting low-key triggered." He said, "Really? They still around? What did they say?" Actually, to be fair, they have been a little bit more consistent recently.
Good.
And I said, yeah, just some of the movie defense was absurd. I mean, for the most part, they didn't care for it, but whatever. And then he said, why don't you go on Detox? And I said, I haven't been invited. And then he said, maybe they're afraid you say no. And I said, I don't.
Neither am
I. So he said, let's see, it's been...
Yeah, you guys know if you invited Matt on, he'd be there in a lickety-split.
So, he said, what's the funny thing? I said, I videoed my wife blowing me the other night and have
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
And I said, I have a strong urge to throw it in as a skit somehow. And he said, you better make sure your phone isn't set to automatically sync with the cloud. And I said...
That's my lawyer popping in there.
And then I said, it's not. I'm not a cloud guy. I don't trust it. I don't understand it. Only cloud I use is Google Drive for the fucking Shadowcast notes.
On that douche flute.
And I said, he said, back in law school, I cooked pork chops for my roommates. Everyone wolfed down their food. Like, this is all
Everybody wolfed down their food.
Before I sat down on the couch to eat. Well, as I sit down, this dude sitting in a chair next to me lifts his ass and farts on my plate of food. What a shit. I still ate it. I was out of pork chops. And then he sent the picture of Unique Toys Blast Off and said, look at that left foot. I'm out. Just a foot killed it for me. What is he, a fucking pirate? And then the rest of it is me trying to get him to do the fucking show tonight.
It was a short week. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have a very stressful, busy, insane week. It's been like that recently. My business.
There's people spin outs too.
When I got a trial coming up, life becomes insane. It's just fucked up stress. That's why people are like, oh, why don't you try cases? Why don't you try cases? Because it's a nightmare. It's not like what you see on TV. It's not all sexy and fun. It's scheduling and stress, and no one's. It's like trying to get Brave to appear on your podcast.
Hey,
or to schedule
relax, man.
an
Relax.
appearance. And schedule an appearance with Brave.
Tonight it was
Brave
like trying to get
means $1 million.
Tonight it was like trying to get you to appear on our podcast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was sitting there fucking sleeping like an old man Robert. I was old man Robert sleeping on. I just had some chicken and potatoes, and I passed the fuck out on the couch.
Did you have tell me you had a couple chicken bones sitting on the top of your belly?
No. But it was like 6:55, and I was laying on the couch, and Lisa knows me, obviously. Lisa knows me, and she was like, why are you laying down? I'm like, I just gotta close my eyes. She's like, you're doing the show in 5 minutes. I'm like, I'll take a 5-minute nap. And that was it. That was it. The guy was like, I'm glad you waited. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Bobby worried, man. He was really worried.
Yeah, no, the cops knocked on my door.
Hey, shout out to Realm of Collectors for their 100th episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was on there for about 5 minutes. It was.
I'm on there for every 5 shows.
I haven't finished listening to it yet, but it was nice to hear Brave pop in and Tyler pop in. And...
Hey, thanks for inviting me, Eddie. You piece of shit.
I talked about doing it, and then I laid down. I pulled a Robert. I laid down for a minute. I woke up at midnight.
I've been on there.
I didn't even get that Eddie invite, that PM with the link. I didn't even get that shit. Thanks a lot.
I was gonna say, man, congrats to them fuckers, man. They're awesome. Good dudes.
Thanks a lot, Eddie. I didn't even get I would have been on too, you bastard.
Maybe they didn't want you on there, Robert.
They didn't want me on.
Okay, then relax.
Music time?
Sounds like music time.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock. At Real Robot and Fear Corpse. I am Ratchet. Third party TF Crashers and Open Your Toys podcast. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only and sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit for your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck